Hi, I'm Alex King reporting to you live from Arlington, Washington for Government Weekly, where we dish out all the juicy gossip about what's going on in your local government. Today we're going on a mission to find out what the youth of Arlington really thinks about the national government and budget spending.
Stay tuned because later we dish out some big news on how our national debt has grown under the Bush and Obama administrations.
Our government should raise the budget for national security and reduce taxes. I believe raising our military budget would make American citizens feel more secure and protected in our country. Spending more on our military will better prepare the U.S. for a terrible... And I believe the United States should work on reducing taxes for the American people. Raising taxes will reverse the growth of the American economy.
I believe we're spending too much money on national security, and instead of spending money on so-called terrorist attacks, we should work on creating a more peaceful foreign policy and put that money into government programs, science, healthcare, education, to provide a better future for our children. We can fund these programs if we raise taxes.
The floor would like to recognize the senator from Missouri.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we know, as we go to the budget here today, I have a couple proposals that I believe will keep our honorable men and women in the armed services more safe. I have here a proposal to improve body armor for the troops overseas and for those protecting the homeland. These body armor suits will keep troops more safe, reduce casualties in both injury and in fatalities by over 80%. The suits are $100,000 per soldier. Now, I know some of my friends on the left in the Democratic Party don't feel that a soldier's life is worth $100,000. I would ask them to consider their own children and what they would be willing to pay to keep them safe. America is great because of our military. We must be willing to put in our budget what it takes to keep these people safe who protect our lives. We'll now hear from the gentleman from Oregon.
You know, I think we need to take a different approach to this budget. If we, as the American government, can help American families, is there anything greater than that? What we need to do is provide free daycare for the entire nation. No, think about it. If everyone had free daycare, think what that would do for the economy. Moms could go to work if they wanted to. This could just boost and revitalize our economy and help out those in need. That's what we should focus on.
I've done my research, and when Bush's term started, the federal debt was $5.73 trillion. And by the end of his term, it was $10.63 trillion. That doubled the debt for our nation, while the federal debt under Obama is $18.75 trillion. Both administrations have tripled our debt. Back to you, Warren.
Hey, dude. So, honestly, both parties have their ups and downs. I mean, Republicans, Democrats, they can agree to disagree, but pretty much they're both dumb. I mean, where's the third party at? Why do we always have to have Republicans and Democrats? Seriously? But the Democrats, they have universal health care, isn't talked about much, which, honestly, that's just stupid. They don't stand up to the poor, which they definitely should. But they stand for abortion and stem cell research, which is A+, which honestly, it wouldn't be a negative, so what's the big deal here? Republicans, well, I mean, Donald Trump, enough said. He's just a joke. I'm sure you've seen the memes. Alright, see you later.
When Bill Clinton was president, he actually lowered the debt. Then George W. Bush and his war in Afghanistan and his war in Iraq that we needed raised it from $6 trillion to $10.7 trillion. Thanks, George.
When Obama took office, the debt was just over $10 trillion. It's now up to $18.4 trillion. By the time Obama leaves office, it's projected to be over $20 trillion. This is because of Obama's unreasonable and reckless spending.